So, I'm on a little adventure. I used to do this all the time, but I got busy, stopped prioritizing it. Literally just a small hike by my house. But I'll be rock hopping. I'll be doing some jumps today, some rope flow. Just getting out there on a little nature. Get a little nature in me because it's December and it's warm. It's like 55 degrees out, so I figured, like I planned this yesterday. I was like, well, it's probably a sign that I should get out there. So this is quite interesting. I came here a lot during the fall time, and none of this was rushing. This is all supposed to be dried up. It was all dried up. My plan was to kind of run on the riverbed and jump on the rocks. There's a lot more river than I thought there was going to be. That just shows how warm it's been here in Salt Lake. The rock is a little slick. Let's see how well this works out, huh? If that tripod blows over into the water, that would... No! Oh, shit. I thought I lost you. The whole reason that I wanted to come out here and film this in the first place is because I haven't been out here in so long. And I used to come out here all the time and just think, meditate. And I haven't because I got so busy with my new training business, and I forgot why I started the training business in the first place. I became a personal trainer because I love moving, right? I grew up doing parkour and tricking, and that's the reason I became a personal trainer. I injured myself, and so I wanted to bring myself back and help others move, in the sport that they want to play, and especially parkour athletes. But I forgot about that because I became so caught up in how successful can I be, and how much more money can I make, and which is good. I don't see any problem with that, and obviously that's still a goal, but the whole why I haven't realized in a while. The whole why of wanting to move again. I think I come off as a pretty disciplined, no nonsense, have no fun, waste no time kind of person. There's some people that have even told me that. It's do you have fun? You're up at 4 a.m. every day, you take a cold plunge, you go to the gym and work out. Do you have any fun? And while those things are fun to me, it's almost like people are they think that I don't relax every once in a while, and that's definitely not true. One of the things that I love to do to unwind, I'll play Halo with my brother, and one of my favorite games this year was Jedi Survivor. One of the reasons that I loved it so much is because it's so adventurous and it gets you curious. It's the parkour aspect of it where you're in nature jumping around and fighting, and so my imagination was running wild. So that's what got me to come out here and enjoy nature and meditate, spend some time out here, jump around on the rocks, just pretending like I'm a Jedi. And as silly as that is, I think that makes a pretty strong case for video games. But regardless, to tie it all together, I became a personal trainer because I wanted to move like a Jedi, and I wanted to help other people move like a Jedi and come out and do stuff like this. But then it went away, it got away from me because I was so focused on the money and the successful business side of it. So before the winter got in full swing, I wanted to come out here and enjoy the nature, which I guess the weather isn't very permitting, but it's still fun. I like the hail. Millie Rock. Gotta stay focused. Wow, that wind is nuts. This is not the video I was planning to make. This is not chill. Yoink. I might have to get the hell out of here. I got caught in a hailstorm. It said thunderstorm, so it's probably best not to be by a body of water. Anyways. It's not the video I thought I was going to make. I thought it was going to be way more chill than this. Yeet. kind of fun. Yeet! I'm in a spot that I've always dreamed of being in. I've always wanted to be in. And that's the spot of like straight, pure discipline. I'm always kind of hard on myself and saying that I'm not disciplined enough. And I'm always trying to become more disciplined and better at the disciplines that I already have. But because I got so into the discipline and like waking up at a certain time, getting this many things done, in the morning, and then, making sure that my business is, as successful as I can make it that day. Like, I got so into that I forgot the whole reason why I started personal training. And that was because I wanted to move better. I wanted to learn everything about the body that I could. And then not only like heal the body and build it from broken to bulletproof, but also perform well after that. And, that all of that came from literally wanting to move like a Jedi, like the video game that I was talking about. And so like, yeah, I kind of preach like a lot of the discipline and a lot of the, like no nonsense. You have to, you have to force yourself out of bed. You have to have a purpose and everything, big hole. But my whole purpose came from, the whole reason I started a business, the whole reason I got into training is because I wanted to teach people how to move like a Jedi, and I wanted to get myself out of pain so I could continue moving like a Jedi out in nature, right? So there's benefits, there's benefits to like certain video games, and it's like, it's weird, but it lets my imagination run wild and it lets me feel like a kid again. Anyway, so all in all, as I come out of here, it's pretty wet. I love nothing more than waking up before the sun, waking up before everybody else. And then when most people are waking up, knowing that I got a good chunk of things done, five things checked off my list that are pretty important. Nothing I love more than having that discipline and working hard, waking up every day with that purpose. It's imperative. Everybody has to wake up with a purpose. But with that, you can't forget, and I'm learning that I can't forget to involve the adventure, And if I take the whole reason that I wanted to have the discipline that I have now and wanted to grow my discipline even further, if I take that base reason, it stems from being a kid and having an imagination. That's just the basis of it. And so if I cut out the adventure in my life to pursue these goals, then what's the whole point of pursuing the goals? Wake up with a purpose, do the hard stuff. You have to. But don't forget to have adventure. Don't forget to set adventures in front of yourself. What is your adventure inspired by? I told you.